Hi. So, around 58 years old, I was done with the grind. I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't want to take it anymore. I was done with the corporate politics. I was done with what I considered to be kind of unethical behavior. I was done with people being thrown under the bus. You know all of this. I was just done with it. And it's not because I couldn't keep doing it, and it wasn't that I wasn't good at what I did. I just couldn't do it anymore. Like I was filled up. I was so stressed out. I was so unhappy. I just couldn't do it. But the problem, as you may know as well, but the problem was we weren't done earning. So it wasn't enough that I was done, but it was, what are we going to do if you're done? And James was already doing something else in the gig world, so he was earning. Now, here's the thing. When you hit that point where you might be, or you might know people are, one of the things that we live with then is, well, I've got to keep doing this and I've got to be in the grind, or there's nothing, right? There's either go, grind, or no go. And that's that's like a cultural, narrative. That's a norm that we are taught, that we believe, I did as well, that it's either go, or not. And, that's a conundrum. But what I'm here to say and let you know is there's this space in between. There's a space between the go, grind, and the no go. I call it slow go. And that's where we were. We were kind of in a space going, now what are we going to do? Because we can't keep going the way we're going. We choose not to. Physically, I don't think I could have. But we're not done, so we can't do no-go yet. So what do? We're in that space. Then on top of that, 2021 came, COVID came, and the world went topsy-turvy. I don't think it's unlike today, topsy-turvy. And that kind of sparked us even more. And what it sparked us with was, well, we want to go to Costa Rica. We're upright, we're healthy, we're going to go to Costa Rica, let's go. That was our decision. But we had to support our decision. So it wasn't enough to say we're going, we had to figure out how to do that. And we couldn't take our jobs with us. So in the US, most US companies are not going to let you move abroad and take their equipment with them and represent them in a different country. That's just not likely. It happens occasionally, but it's a rarity, and we knew that. I couldn't work in Costa Rica. You can't work in Costa Rica and get a job without at least residency, if not citizenship. So that wasn't an option. Could not earn there. Most of the people I met that lived there, that were either expats or working on their immigration, were not working, right? They were retired. That wasn't me and James. That wasn't our story. So we had to figure out another way to earn. That was the game. That was what we had to figure out. And what we also knew then was, well, I don't want to reinvent myself or start over. That's very popular. I had just spent 35 years getting really good at what I was good at, right? I'm really good at operations. I can run things. I'm great at customer service and customer support. I'm great working with older adults. I'm great building slide decks. I'm great at writing. Like all those things you're great at, right? I was really good at things, and I liked the things that I'm good at. That was a big thing. I liked what I did, and I was good at what I did, so I didn't want to just give that up. So then was, well, can I keep doing that? What would that look like? And so that's where James found project-based income, where you can actually work for a client who's already making a demand, right? The demand is already there. They're looking for people who are good at the skills that we're good at, that aren't going to hire those people for a full job or a full title or a full role with everything that comes with it and the healthcare and the taxes. They're not. But they still need people to get those jobs done. And they will pay people to get those jobs done. And we found that, and they exist on platforms, freelancing platforms. And there's a beginning, a middle, and an end to those projects. There's a scope, right? You jump in, you do the work, and you jump out. And that's how it goes. And you get to choose on these platforms what job you want to do, how many of them you want to take on, how much do you want to earn. They are portable, they are sustainable, they are global, they are scalable, and they're out there for the taking. And we found it, James stumbled on it and said, you got to try this. So learning that enabled us to move to Costa Rica and has now allowed us to move to Spain. So now there's some fireworks going off. That's big in Valencia, so that's what's happening. So now let's bring up real quick the elephant in the room, because I really understand it. The elephant in the room is healthcare. What do I do about healthcare? Because in the US, our jobs are connected to our healthcare. Can't have healthcare if we don't have a job. I understand that completely. But what you can do, which is what I did, is you can lean into your learning about project-based, using your skills that you've already got, and getting good at it while you still have a job. That's what I do, and that's what some of my clients have done. So it's sort of like a scale, right? They're balancing the scale. So, you got the job and you're learning something else, and it's kind of going like this, right? And when you learn it and you build confidence and you have a client or two and you go, wow, I can do this, all of a sudden what starts to happen is that the risk that you're taking of learning this new thing diminishes, and the ability to transition yourself to your next thing becomes even more available to you. But it comes with building the confidence and the ability to work online and to do project-based work. You can get good at it while you're doing something else, all for the purpose of being able to transition to whatever your next is. And that could be, like us, it could be you want to move abroad. It could be that you want to travel more, travel extensively. It could be just wanting to get out of the grind. It could be wanting to visit family or your grandchildren more. I hear all of it. It could be all of that. But the point is that when you get good at something else, the risk that you're taking to transition diminishes, and you can begin to thrive through that transition, which is what happened for us. So if you're in your late 50s, early 60s, and you're grinding away, or you feel done with the grind, or you see the end of your story, whether it's ageism or layoffs or whatever, you don't have to wait until that moment to learn something new. You can learn and get out of the grind sooner and prepare yourself. And I can't tell you what will do for your confidence level, it will do for your mood of possibilities about life, instead of staying in the hardship and the oppressiveness of being in the grind that you don't want to be in. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, please subscribe, follow me. I'm going to keep talking with you about it and revealing what it is I'm doing and how you can do it too. Thanks. Talk soon. Bye-bye.